Today, I want to make you a pro at EQ. It's extremely important that you understand all the EQ ranges. This can help make better mixing decisions down the road or even while you're producing. The lowest range is going to be your sub. This is your fundamental of your lowest note in your track and everything below. While you produce, you'll get a lot of low end that interacts and overlaps with your sub. Unless intentional, this can cause a lot of phase issues, which is why I recommend to cut all that out except for your sub. The next frequency range is going to be your bass. This is where the character and the warmth of your sub can really shine. These frequencies will accentuate your sub, but can also be the cause of a lot of mud in your mix, so it's really important to keep this area clean while mixing. As soon as we cross over into 250 Hz, we start to get into our low mid range. This is where we start to have a lot of crossover between the instruments and the context of our track and the sub and warmth below. This range is what splits the sub and bass and all the instruments in higher end frequencies. The next range is our mids. This is often the EQ range where instruments and vocals are the strongest. It's really easy for producers to often give their high end and their sub a lot more energy than their mids. So this range in particular is one that you'll want to reference as you're mixing, so that you can make sure that it's weighted properly within your track. Your next range is going to be your high mids, or where frequencies are most harsh to our ears. We can actually use this frequency range as a tool while mixing individual elements and decide which ones are more or less present by boosting or cutting this range. It is a strong double-edged sword, so like every other frequency range, you've got to pay special attention to it. This is usually the range where we will also do surgical EQ and cut any harsh resonances or frequencies that are really cutting through and hurting our ears. The last range is going to be our highs. These frequencies are what adds the air and shine to your mix. If you want to add more presence, boost your highs. Every single time I mix, I start with EQ. It is the most fundamental effect to fixing sounds. And by understanding each of these frequency ranges, I can find a pocket for every single track in my song, even if my song is 150 tracks or over. And the only way to get better with EQ is just using it and just listening as much as possible and as intentionally as possible. Will EQ always be the Steph Curry of audio effects? Let us know in the comments below. And if you're interested in continued education, check out our Music City Accelerator program. Link in our bio.